This video is an attempt at justice for a young man I loved like a son. Roberto Frank Hernandez Jr. was murdered Tuesday the 27th of September 2011 in my house in Denison, Texas. Roberto did not commit suicide. My 12-gauge pistol-grip shotgun was loaded with double-aught. I looked for 6 months everywhere for a blast pattern. The blood splatter had no bullet traces whatsoever. Foul play. Roberto was mentally retarded, received Social Security, Medicare, food stamps, the works. I made sure Roberto secured his entitlements and gave all of them to my son. Roberto had it made. I just received the photos and narrative regarding Roberto's murder from the Denison Police Department. I was stunned to see the back of Roberto's head. There is a knife wound to the back of his neck. The back of Roberto's skull was clawed off. Roberto's brains are clearly intact. Roberto's murderers left me a piece of his skull as a warning. This piece of skull is all I have remaining of my son. Gruesome. Roberto was murdered, manipulated, mutilated, and the crime scene staged. The Denison police took my shotgun, claiming suicide. Judge James Harris should have ordered an autopsy. Roberto was clearly murdered. Judge Harris has since retired January of this year, 2013, with 2 years remaining in his term. What's up with that? Have I been sold out, wrung out, rode hard, put up wet, and left for dead? I think so. And somehow I have to pick up the pieces and move on. Retaliation. On Friday the 3rd of February 2012, a year ago, Tim Murrin of the Denison Police Department and another officer came to my house to take me down. Officer Murrin accused me of terrorist activities and demanded entry to my home. I refused entry. Officer Murrin bullied me in front of my neighbor with the death of my son. Had I been arrested, I could have lost my freedom, Social Security, Medicare, retirement, and resolution to my son's murder. PoliceAbuse.com was hired to document this police brutality. The Denison Police Department will not release their notes regarding this sting operation. No lawyer in Texas will represent me. Have I been blacklisted? If this is not racketeering, what is? I survived 30 years of AIDS and escaped Dallas only to lose the one person remaining in my life, my son. This is sheer agony. Roberto was 30, going on 15 years old. He was just a big kid. He did not deserve this. Justice delayed is justice denied. Roberto's murder is a Texas-style hate crime, and law enforcement is complicit. The murder, mutilation, manipulation, cover-up, and retaliation will be punished if enough good people will please insist on human rights for the disabled here in America. It's a sad state state of affairs when an old, disabled person like me must turn to social media to beg for justice. Nevertheless, I beg you, please investigate the murder of my son and the sting by the Denison Police Department. Governor Rick Perry, where are you? Are you hiding behind 3 branches of government? Your stand on gays is known. Roberto was straight and mentally retarded. His murder, mutilation, manipulation, cover-up, and retaliation are a Texas-size hate crime. Do something. President Obama, your speeches this year are inspiring. May I hold you to the letter and spirit of your speeches? I voted for you. Again. Where are the rights you so eloquently espouse? Maybe we can stop pointing abroad the accusing finger for human rights violations. For the love of God, is there justice for the disabled here in America?